Why did your high school principal call you 5 years later begging for help? I was 17 when the principal's autistic nephew attacked me in the chemistry lab. We were supposed to be working on titration experiments when Mason started getting agitated. Something about the Bunsen burner flames and the noise from the classroom next door. Mason, hey, let's step outside for a minute, I said, recognizing the signs. The hand flapping, the rocking, the humming. No, too hot, too loud, too. He grabbed a beaker of hydrochloric acid solution from the lab bench. Mason, put that down. He threw it. The liquid hit my shirt and started burning immediately. I gasped and stumbled back. Make it stop! He was screaming now, reaching for another beaker. I shoved him away from the chemicals, just once, hard enough that he stumbled backward into the supply cabinet. Glass shattered, blood on his forehead. Oh my God, Mrs. Patterson ran over. What did you do? He threw acid at me. You pushed him? Are you insane? She was kneeling beside Mason, not even looking at the burns spreading across my stomach. Someone call the nurse and get Principal Hendricks. The whole class was staring. Sarah Martinez had her phone out. That was so messed up, she said to her lab partner, loud enough for everyone to hear. Who attacks a special needs kid? Principal Hendricks called my parents that afternoon. In his office, my mom cried while my dad sat there looking exhausted. We know today was difficult, Hendricks said carefully. You were defending yourself, but we need to handle this as a community. They tried at first. Mason got moved to a different section with an aide. I had weekly counseling sessions. Hendricks even apologized for Mrs. Patterson's reaction. She panicked. We know you're not violent. Then things started shifting. A few weeks later, I went to Hendricks' office for college recommendations. He leaned back in his chair. I need to be honest about your applications. That situation with Mason is going to come up. I stared at him. You mean when he threw acid at me? He waved his hand dismissively. Look, you overreacted. It barely even touched you. I lifted my shirt to show him the scar. He looked away. You're nearly an adult. You should have de-escalated better. That's when everyone else started changing too. 2 weeks later, I walked into the cafeteria and the entire junior class went quiet. Someone had posted the video. Sarah Martinez had started recording right when I shoved him. That's all anyone saw. Just me pushing him. Just the blood. She wouldn't even look at me now. My best friend stopped answering my texts. Teachers who used to call on me suddenly looked right past my raised hand. 3 weeks before graduation, I got called to the office during calculus. I walked in and Hendricks gestured to the chair across from his desk. Sit down. He slid a paper across to me. Expulsion notice. For the safety of our vulnerable students, he said, still not looking at me. Stanford rescinded my acceptance within 2 days. UCLA, Berkeley, all of them. Violent incident on permanent record was all it took. I spent 5 years rebuilding what they destroyed. Community college while everyone else was at Stanford. Transfer applications. State school acceptance that should have come 5 years earlier. I did it all without a single recommendation from Lincoln High. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. Unknown number. I stared at it for a second before answering. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. Unknown number. I stared at it for a second before answering. Is this a throat clearing? This is Principal Hendricks from Lincoln High. I didn't say anything. I'm calling because we have a legal situation. Mason was working at a McDonald's downtown when he had a meltdown during lunch rush. He threw hot oil at a coworker. 3rd-degree burns on her arm and neck. She's filing a lawsuit against the school district. I said nothing. Her lawyer found out about the chemistry lab incident. They're saying we didn't document his behavior properly, that we graduated him knowing he was dangerous. He paused. We need your help with this. Still nothing. We need a statement from you. A deposition saying that after the incident, Mason received proper intervention and was stable, that he didn't pose any ongoing risk. You want me to lie for you? Hendricks cleared his throat. I'm asking you to provide context. Mason was fine once he got the right support. You know that. If you testify that he was safe after we helped him, it proves we did our jobs correctly. You expelled me. Silence on the other end. You destroyed my college acceptances. You told everyone I attacked Mason for no reason. Now you want me to save you? Look, I understand you're still upset. A woman's voice cut in. The district lawyer must have been on speaker the whole time. Sir, this lawsuit could eliminate our special education programs. Hundreds of vulnerable students could lose critical services. I gripped the phone tighter. That's not my problem. She kept pushing. The settlement could be over $500,000. Without your testimony, we have no defense. You could save these programs. I thought about the vulnerable kids who actually needed help. Then I thought about sitting in Hendricks' office with that scar on my stomach, listening to him tell me I should have handled it better. After everything the district invested in your education, Hendricks started. I hung up. My hand was shaking, but I felt lighter than I had in years. Last I heard, he district settled for $340,000. Cut 3 programs to cover it, all because they couldn't write one honest report 5 years ago.